forgot to show my fantastic platypus Christmas sweater. I love it. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kat, and today I have a lot of recommendations for you if you have gifts to make to other book lovers. It's officially December and Christmas is just around the corner, so I know that we're all starting to get a bit frantic about making sure we have our Christmas presents ready for the big day. And so if you're looking for ideas for book lovers, I have exactly what you need. I have a bunch of recommendations. Some are pretty straightforward, others are a bit more creative, and so I hope you will find a lot of inspirations to please your loved ones. Let's get the most obvious ones out of the way. The first suggestions is to get an audiobook subscription or gift card. Chances are, if you're looking for a gift for an avid reader, they're already onto the trend of audiobooks. It's a great way to read more while also multitasking. So like when you're doing the dishes or any other kind of chores around the house, maybe when you're driving or when you're taking transportation, those kind of things. And so you can purchase a subscription for someone or a gift card. For the gift card, I really recommend a website called Zigzag. It's a UK independent company. What I really like about their model is that you pay for the books that you're getting, but the more books you purchase, the cheaper they get. In a similar vein, you could get a book box subscription. It can be a little pricey, so you can also just pick like a one-off box to offer with a book that you think your friend or loved one will enjoy. Usually those book boxes come with a lot of goodies and related items. I did an unboxing of Illumicrate recently in a video, and I thought it felt like Christmas just having all those little gifts coming along a very beautiful book. So it's also a fairly straightforward one that your book lover, friends and loved ones will likely enjoy. Next, you can also consider getting a scented candle. So I think you can go two ways with this one. Some brands will have book-related smells for their candle. There is a brand that I really want to try who has a bookstore scented candle. So that can be one way you can go. Or you can go for really the ambience, and then in that direction, I really like the Woodwick brand because their wick are made to crackle when you light them. So if you don't have a chimney and you can't have like a fireplace where you live, then you can still have that very cozy feeling with those candles, because when you light them, you have this lovely crackling sound as well as a delicious smell and the lovely candlelight. If you want to spoil someone, you could get them an e-reader, but obviously that's on the quite expensive end of the spectrum for a gift. So maybe it's something that you can gather around with several people and just like collect money and just like pool your resources together to offer that to one person. Or if you want to go a cheaper route, you can also consider ebook accessories if they already have one. There are a bunch of ways that you could go for this. Same as for smartphones, for example, you have ebook handles, or you can get a pretty ebook case. Something that looks really cool as well is a kind of grip that you can attach, for example, to a bed frame and then put your e-reader on it. And then you can just lie in your bed, angle your e-reader as you want. You even have some little remote control to turn the page for you, and so you don't need to hold it in your hand. I think that can be very cozy for a lazy reader who likes to read in bed. You can also consider a set of bookish stickers for them to customize their e-reader and little things like that. Another idea that I really like is an embosser or an ex libris. So the first one is a little tool that will have a personalized design, and you press it into one page of a book to get that design in 3D. Don't know how to explain it in English, but it will come out of the page. It's very pretty. And then the ex libris is similar, but it's just like a stamp that you put in your books to say that they belong to you. There are plenty of shops on Etsy that do that, so you can have a browse and find a design that will suit the person you're looking for a gift for. You can also sometimes personalize them, have their name integrated in the design. I think that's a very lovely idea for a book lover. Next is a book sleeve, so that's basically a comfy pocket for your friends' books so that they can transport them and avoid damaging their books in their purse or in their backpack or things like that. It's just a sleeve to protect the books when you're traveling around with them. I think that's very handy, and you also have lovely design, so it can also be very decorative and very pretty. You can go for a bookshelf decor item such as bookends. Same, I think you can find something that really suits the style and taste of the person you're looking for a gift for. And you can also choose a very cozy option with a fuzzy blanket for when they are reading. To go along with that, you can also get them some fancy tea or coffee selection, or for people like me who don't drink either tea or coffee, maybe some nice hot chocolate mix that they can use to get that cozy warm drink for the winter month under their cozy blanket while they curl up with a book. If they're the kind of person who like to keep track of their reading, you can also consider getting them a pretty notebook for them to write their reading notes in, or already get them a reading notebook that's already set up exactly for that purpose, where just like they can write their monthly TBR, what they thought of each book, their markings and stuff like that. You can also consider getting them a box in the shape of a book. So it's a fake book and it's hollow inside, and so they can hide things in there and just put that fake book on their bookshelf, keeping their secrets safe. That would also pair very nicely with a book nook, which is this kind of things, but more specifically for bookshelves, which is like an open little box with a magical world or decor inside that you build yourself. So if they're quite crafty, I think that would be the perfect combination, because that gives them an activity to do and something to create, and then they have this lovely piece of decor to put on their bookshelf. Now moving on to some more DIY and personalized ideas. If your book lover is also someone who likes to annotate their books, you could put together a personalized annotating kit for them. So choose a pretty little pouch and select some markers, pens, sticky tabs, and all those items to put in the pouch, and so they could have that kit ready. There are so many designs of sticky notes, fancy pens and all of that, so you can go as simple or as fancy as you like. You can select a color scheme of markers based on their favorite color, so there are many ways that you can personalize that to fit that person perfectly. Another idea that would be completely free if you're tight in terms of budget is to create a music playlist specifically for your book lover, either around their favorite book or a book that they loved, like kind of finding music that fit the vibe of that book, or just instrumental music that they can listen to when they are reading books as well. I think it goes very well again with those creating ambience kind of gifts, so like the fuzzy blanket, the tea, coffee, chocolate mix, the scented candle. It can be a very lovely add-on, and you could even write the playlist on a pretty card as well, so that they have a physical representation of your gift. A DIY idea that should be fairly cheap is turning pictures into bookmarks. So you can select pictures of their pet or their friends, of you two together, of their family, like pictures that would mean something for them, print them on rigid paper, and then cut them into the shape and size of a bookmark so that they can bring their own loved ones into their reading experience. The one thing you want to pay attention to though is that you will need to cut the picture in the size of the bookmark, so make sure that it would fit in that format and that you're not cutting someone's face in half or something like that. If that's a problem, you can also make a little montage as well so that it works in that format. So like maybe 4 square pictures that you put in a column that would fit perfectly for a bookmark or something like that. If you're a book lover also likes Taylor Swift, it was a very big tradition on the Eras Tour to have friendship bracelets Those are colorful beads bracelets, usually spelling a word or a phrase. And you could use that concept and instead of Taylor Swift's song, write the title of some of their favorite books and offer them those bracelets. Another creative idea that can fit many different budgets is to take them onto a bookish adventure. So it can be something like taking them to the bookshop and maybe you tell them that they have this amount of money that they can spend on any book that they want and you will pay that for them. Or you can take them to the library and have a little of a browse together. You could see if there is a bookish place near you, so something like a place that's featured in a book, or is there an author's house that you can visit, for example. So this depends a little bit also on where you live and what's available around you, but you can also look at the program of local libraries, of bookshops. They will sometimes have writers coming in and give a conference or reading, sign up books. So I think looking at, again, what's around where you live and finding something on a bookish theme and taking your friend or loved one onto a little adventure would be a lovely gift. I would personally love to receive that as a gift, so I think you can always personalize it and make it fit where you live and what your friend would like. In a similar spirit, you could also organize a bookish date and basically spend the evening reading with your book lover, where you set up the ambiance, so lighting some candles, preparing snacks, and making it like a super cozy time for you two to cuddle on the couch and read together. I think that can be absolutely lovely, especially in the winter month. Your book lover will surely love that. Another creative idea that can be very personalized to your book lover, also fit potentially more tighter budget, is to create a little TBR or reading challenge for them. So you could have a list of reading prompts, you could create a TBR board game or those kind of things. And there are plenty of inspiration that you can find on BookTube for that, of just TBR games and reading prompts and reading challenges, and get inspiration from that and create something specifically for your friend and encourage them to be creative with their reading into 2025. And then the last idea for this video is to actually take some different ideas from the whole rest of the video, depending on your budget, and put that together into a little self-care box for your book lover friend. I think having something that they can open on different days, for example, like they don't necessarily open everything at the same time, and on a day where they're feeling a bit low, they can open a little bookish surprise that will enhance their reading experience and make them feel better, would be such a lovely present to receive. And so I think any book lover would love to receive that. And if you're a book lover yourself, I think it's something that you can create for yourself as well. It's definitely something that I'm inspired now to be doing for myself for 2025. So there you have it, a bunch of ideas to please book lovers for Christmas. I hope you found some inspiration, and as always, thank you so much for watching and happy Christmas preparations. Bye bye.